Foxborough. It was quite a game. I was bothered, just to say the least. I mean, it was one of those games where I'm going to just start this off for you and be the first person to tell you, if Cam had played, New England would have won that game. So we're just going to get that out the way. But Mac did not have a bad game after the first series. Because the very first series in the game, I was so highly upset. When he got that ball, he snapped the ball and dropped back. Somebody grabbed his leg. He turned around and threw the ball at the running back's feet behind him for a fumble. We did recover the ball. But at that point in the game, it was like, Jesus Christ, we're going 0-17. I was so disgusted. Like, I can't even describe to you how disgusted I was at what he did. He came back and rebounded the game because, I mean, it's all you see that he finished the game 29 of 39 for 261 yards and a touchdown. I mean, they said he had the best statistical rookie debut that anyone's seen as far as his completion percentage, and he had a 102 rating. So, I mean, he did have a very good game. The difference in the game ended up being a late-game fumble. With 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they drove the ball all the way down to the 7-yard line, and then there was a Damian Harris fumble, which was not a fumble because his knee was down, but for some reason they decided we're not even going to review that. We're just going to give Miami the ball back, and that's going to be the game.
Welcome to the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I know we can't tell you about anyone having bad calls, but, hey, it happened, though.
Bro.
At least it wasn't the conference championship game.
Horrible.
But, I mean, all in all, I mean, there were good performances there. I mean, hey, Damian Harris went for 100 yards. Mac looked pretty decent out there. Nelson Aguilar had probably one of his better showings because he was previously looking like a bust before his last season with the Raiders, and now he's picking right back up where he left off. Janu Smith had some nice flashes. We got a lot of catches out of Jacoby Myers. Like, I mean, there were people out there actually contributing to that offense. It's like, hey, like it has promise, and it may build, but the fact of the matter remains they're 0-1.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Now, when you dig into the numbers, and I know you were talking about, if Cam would have played, he would have won here. And I agree with you because the Patriots were supposed to win this football game, outgained them by, looks like about 250. Definitely more passing yards, well over more rushing yards, 5.6 yards per play. You did have 2 fumbles, which was more than them, but you had less sacks allowed, less punts, more first downs. Like, it was a dominated time of possession. It was all in New England's favor. And, it comes down to it, and things happen here and things happen there. And, you spoke to it, so I'm not going to really rehash it there. But I agree with you. The Pats should have won this game. And I think the Patriots will look, pretty decent as the season goes on. Was fairly impressed with Mac Jones. No turnovers out of, the one fumble with the throw in the ground.
It wasn't a turnover. It was just ugly.
Right. Not even a fumble loss, and there you go. But, no interceptions for Mac Jones. That's something you'd like to see against a tough Brian Flores, a guy who likes these young quarterbacks to feast on early in the season, when they're rookies, and against a great defense, too. So definitely uptick or positive outlook, for these Patriots fans.
Yeah, definitely should have been a win, though. Like, it hurt not to get that one.
Yeah.
You got to take the good ones when you can get them.
Absolutely.